Something I heard Tony Robbins say, talking about leveraging your fear, you got to be more afraid of something else. And in my case, I was more afraid of spending another 30 years in my corporate job than I was at failing at real estate investing. And so after losing on that first deal, I decided to keep going. If I went completely broke real estate investing, you would see me on the side of the highway with my cardboard sign and it would say, "We buy houses." And I had that sign, in my closet to remind me I'm not giving up on this. I might have lost like $7,000 or $8,000, but I had like a PhD on how to flip a house. Got about 20 rental properties. Like my wife and I wouldn't have been able to flip several houses where we made over $100,000 in profit on each one.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil. Today I'm joined by someone I've been looking forward to chatting with, David Ounanian. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Yeah, everybody just says David O. So you
Okay.
did a pretty good job, though.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so excited to have you here on the show today. I think the listeners are really going to take something away from how you're teaching investors to work with real estate agency and just earn more money through commissions. So let's
Yeah.
dive into all of that.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I mean, the big question everybody has is like, should I get my license as an investor? And people have had, both sides to that. I think like right now is a massive opportunity for investors to get a license and start adding additional cash flow to their investing in their business, because there's a lot of people out there right now that are, struggling with the traditional retirement options. So their financial advisors, their 401ks are only focused on Wall Street and investing in stocks and bonds and mutual funds and all of these things that don't create wealth quite like we know real estate does. And so what I've been teaching people, and I just released a book this year called Investor Friendly Agent. I've been teaching people how to use your license and almost act as like a financial advisor. We call ourselves real estate investment advisors, but we're essentially guiding people to invest their money into real estate, invest their retirement into real estate, and we get paid a healthy commission doing that. So I think right now is a huge opportunity for investors to use a license in that way and be smart about it. And the whole process is written out in my book. If you hang on till the end of the show, we're going to get you a free copy. So I'm really excited about that.
Amazing. That's so exciting. Yeah, this is an interesting topic that, I feel not many people are diving into. So, what kind of sparked this idea for you?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that, Michelle. I was kind of raised like most people and told, go to college and get a job working for somebody else. And so that's what I did.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Went to school, decided to study computer science because software engineers seem to make a lot of money. So I did that for 12 years after college and just got completely burned out in the corporate world. So tired of the 9 to 5, all the emails, the conference calls. Yeah. So it was something I heard Tony Robbins say, talking about leveraging your fear. You got to be more afraid of something else. And in my case, I was more afraid of spending another 30 years in my corporate job than I was at failing at real estate investing. And so after losing on that first deal, I decided to keep going and doing another one. And, one of the ideas I had at the time was like, if I went completely broke real estate investing, you would see me on the side of the highway with my cardboard sign and it would say, "We buy houses." Like that's how committed I was to it. And I like had that sign, in my closet to remind me like, I'm not giving up on this. And so it was that like level of commitment after failing miserably at my first deal that I kept going. And I found out that I learned so much on the first deal. Like, I might have lost like $7,000 or $8,000, but I had like a PhD on how to flip a house because of all the lessons I learned. And so the next couple deals, I was making good money, and knock on wood, I still haven't lost on a property since that very first deal. And my wife and I have probably done like 2 dozen flips, and we've got about 20 rental properties that we've done the Burr method with personally. And it's just changed our lives. Like we both quit our corporate jobs. I saw the power of real estate investing. That those struggles that I had on that first deal where most people would quit, like have taught, like without doing that, without losing that money and learning those lessons, like my wife and I wouldn't have been able to flip several houses where we made over $100,000 in profit on each one. So like the return on investment on that was incredible in hindsight. But when you're going through it, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like, it's the worst time of your life and you made a huge mistake and all these things. So I understand that. But what I'm really proud about now is like we help hundreds of investors like through those situations, avoiding as much pain as possible and encouraging them to keep going and helping them make smart investments. And I'm really proud of the team that we've built around that. I've earned the EXP Icon Award 4 years in a row now, which is given to agents that gross over 500,000 in commissions a year. Last year we did about 168 investment transactions, and we make a minimum commission of around $5,000 a transaction. So you can do the math to see what kind of income stream this can have for your business if you turn around and leverage your license to help other investors. And we'd love to get a copy of our book in your hands and kind of show you how this works, because it can literally change your life and the people around you.
Yeah, that's such an incredible journey that you really like took those obstacles and learned so much from it. What do you think is like the biggest lesson that you learned from that experience that you've been able to carry forward into your success?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is like having somebody guide you or mentor you is just absolutely priceless. Like when you're doing something and trying to figure it out all on your own, like it's going to take you so much longer. It's actually going to cost you so much more if you had not just hired the help. And that was something I learned. So after my first deal, I was like, I've got to get the help. And I had this local guy pitch me on real estate investing coaching before I got started, and it was like $6,000. And I was like, that's totally not worth it. I could figure this out on my own. I can listen to the podcast and read the books.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
And believe it or not, once I had all my money stuck in this first deal, and our bank account read zero, and everybody, my family was all stressed out about it and everything else. I went and opened up one of those like new credit cards where you get 0% financing for 6 months. And I said, sign me up for the coaching, and took a huge leap of faith. But at that point I was like, I'm desperate to get some knowledge and some help. And he came in and helped me with some things, helped me figure out ways to get out of the property I was in. And within 2 months of working with my first coach, like we did a deal together that made me $8,000. So I was able to pay for the coaching back right away, and then money on top. And that relationship was priceless. He's still one of my best friends and partners on deals to this day. And I just encourage people like to find a mentor, find a coach, find somebody that you trust, somebody local that can kind of hold your hand and walk you through the process if you're just getting started, because it will save you more time and money than you can possibly imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. Because no one really knows what you're going to get into once you're in that world. And having someone that's walked through that fire before to support you is so important. Yeah, I really believe in that as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, how are you guys supporting new investors like in this process now? Is it a program? Like what are you offering?
Yeah. So great question. So we talk about it in the book, and it's basically like I try to think of like everything a new investor could want. How do we provide that for them as their advisor, as their agent? So one of the big complaints that a lot of new investors have, if they've hired a coach or a guru before, they've paid thousands of dollars, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars. We've helped clients that had gone through a Rich Dad program and spent $50,000 on coaching and never did a deal. And it's kind of like crazy to see somebody in that situation. But one of the things is like we want to design our program for helping investors as their agent to be world class, like something that changes our industry, that changes the game. And so we said, hey, there's no cost to get started working with us. Like it's completely free. We're going to give you all the resources. And guess what? When you buy a property and you win, that's when we're going to win. That's when we're going to make a commission. That's when we're going to make money. And so that's how we set up our program. We give them training. We give them deal analyzers. We give them a vendors list. We give them referral partners. We show them how to look for deals on the MLS and off market. We help them negotiate. We help them do the due diligence, do inspections. We help them underwrite the property, figure out all the financials, what the returns are, and get them to closing. And so we kind of help them with everything that you could possibly want as like a new investor, and guide them through that process so it's as seamless and easy as possible for somebody to start investing.
Amazing. That sounds so helpful for people that are looking to get started.
Yeah.
So, what are you most focused on solving or scaling next in your business?
Yeah, we basically want to scale the ideas in this book to get other investors around the country to get their licenses, and start helping all these people that are looking for that alternative to the stock market, right? To help them get into the investing game. There hasn't been really a a way for the average American who works a 9 to 5 to start investing without paying a coach tens of thousands of dollars, or B, trying to learn it all themselves on YouTube and podcasts before. And so what we're doing with this investor friendly agent is really creating a trusted real estate investment advisor that they can go to and get free advice and get help to start the investing process. And so I want to be.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about
be able to scale this to investors across the country, and get agents everywhere doing hundreds and even thousands of transactions for investors and really changing the wealth building process in this country.
Amazing. Yeah, that sounds like it's going to help so many learn more about, yeah, how can they up their financial game. So that's so important.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, what is like the biggest goal that you have right now for your business?
Yeah, biggest goal right now for our business is to just get these books in as many investor hands as possible. I'd love to get to 100 agents across the country by the end of the year, and 1,000 agents over the next 3 years. We released the book; it went bestseller on Amazon, so you can buy the physical copy on there. We're going to give you a link here at the end of this to download the free PDF version, and then you'll also get the audio version for those of you that want to listen to it while you're in the car or working out or something like that. We want to get these ideas in front of you because they can literally unlock a new pipeline of cash flow for you, and it might just be right there under your nose. And would love to connect with you and see how we can help you implement this program.
Amazing. That is going to be so powerful for people. What is like the most like common block that you find your clients or your mentees have when it comes to getting started?
Yeah, so I mean, the biggest complaint is like with people that that are real estate agents or have their license, and you mentioned working with investors, and they're like, oh, those, they're a pain in our butts, and they make too many lowball offers, and they run you all over town. And we've encountered all of those problems, and we have very good solutions to combat them. But at the end of the day, like, the results that we're getting from working with investors blow away like somebody working with a homeowner. For one, there's more transactions. So our investors are buying multiple properties a year, whereas just the average homeowner is moving like every 8 to 10 years. So you have to wait that long in between sales, where we're helping investors. And usually the goal is not buying one investment property, right? One investment property is hardly going to change anything in their life. Of course, unless they hold it for 30 years and it appreciates. But likely they want to get to like that 10, 15, 20 rental units that can really replace some income for them. And so we're helping people do that. Number two, we earn higher commissions. We earn a lot higher commissions than your typical realtor. Most realtors are making 3% or 2.5% or somewhere in between there. We've done deals where we made 18% commission. It's kind of crazy. I don't like to talk about it a whole lot, but the secrets are in the book. Everything's done ethically, everything's done fairly. Actually, the example in the book I give you about the 18% commission, our client left us a 5-star review, and he got a great off-market deal doing it. There's a huge potential to earn higher than average commissions when you're focused on the niche of helping investors invest in real estate. Number three, they're buying properties usually without financing contingencies. They're paying cash. So it's much easier to get to the closing table. Number four, they're buying properties as is. So many of our investors, they want the problem property or the property that needs some work because they know they can build some equity in there and buy it at a discount. So inspections aren't that scary to us, that a normal agent would have to deal with or back out of a deal because of repairs needed or something like that. And then number five, and probably my favorite benefit to this is that it's not an emotional purchase. If you've ever been an agent before, you've been ran all over town trying to find the perfect house for your aunt or your cousin, and it just doesn't exist, right? With investors, what's great is they only care about one thing: is it going to make them money? And so a lot of times we can very easily figure that out before we even go to the property, right? We can run comps, we can run rental comps, we can look at the pictures and say, hey, this is probably not going to make money. We probably don't even need to go there. So we don't waste a whole lot of time running around town like most people think. We do a lot of our stuff in 5 minutes on our phone or our laptop to evaluate a property. And if it makes sense to go out and show it, we go out and show it. And sometimes you'll find something you didn't see in the pictures. That's okay. But a lot of times, we have a pretty good idea of what that property is going to generate before we even go there.
Amazing. I love that. So before we wrap up here, if someone wants to reach out, connect, learn more from you, what's the best place for them to find you?
Yeah. So you're going to go to freeagentbook.com. You're going to get a copy of this book for free. And you also get on my email list. So that's a great way if you want to respond to any of those emails. I get those personally. Would love to connect with you. There's a link in there to when you start getting the emails to do a strategy call with me. I'd love to jump on and understand your situation and how maybe this could help you. Would love to connect with you guys and help spread this message of investor friendly agent and helping people invest in real estate and give them an alternative to retirement and wealth building out there.
Perfect. I really appreciate your time, your story, and perspective. We need more people in this space doing things in this right way. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Michelle. And again, the link is free agent book, www.freeagentbook. And I love to connect with you guys. And thank you so much, Michelle, for having me.
Awesome. And for those of you tuning in, if you got value, make sure you've subscribed. We've got more conversations coming with operators just like David, and we'll see you all on the next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.